So we got our sim set up. Now let's set up the caching. Whitewater cache. So right off the bat, we know that we're going to want one of these cool cacher nodes. Again, remember that we set this one up for PackDisk primitive, so just copy this other one. The point is just that we want the cool, versioning file name set up. So copy that, bring it in here, just dump it here for a second. Whitewater sim, like so. Now, so dop import fields, our usual favorite friend. That's going to be this sim. It's going to be the Whitewater node, or object, I should say. The only thing that we care about really here is the geometry. That's the particles. So let's just let's go ahead like a frame or so just to get something. So there they are, particles, as promised. Stop. Okay. So we can basically just pipe that right into this. I'm going to say, let's let this run. We want to cache this now, and we'll turn it into a volume afterwards. The volumes can be quite big, so we don't want to save those to disk. They'll be smaller to just save the particles here to disk. So I'm just going to say, save that. Before we forget, too, let's throw that in here. We want to fetch the Whitewater sim. This will point to that Whitewater node that we just set up. Whitewater cache. There you go. Now notice that I put it to the side here. This Whitewater, actually it should go here. Notice that I put it to the side here. This Whitewater is dependent on the liquid simulation, is not dependent on the surfacing, the actual polygon representation of the liquid. So if you have only one computer, it can only run these one at a time anyway. So this doesn't really matter that much, maybe. But in terms of thinking that technically this is how it should be, if you did send this to a render farm, like Grid Markets or something, it would take advantage of this parallelization. So that's a reason enough to do it. And in general, we're still saying do these two nodes, then do this one because it's to the left. This order matters in the merge thing when running it on one machine. So it'll run this one and then this one. It could run this one first and then this one, and it wouldn't really matter. But again, conceptually, it's dependent on the liquid sim, not the surfacer. So keep it all disabled. We'll just run it from here because we don't need to rerun everything else. So just one last check. Everything should be fine. This looks good. It's sending it to the Whitewater thing. Very good. Don't see why it wouldn't. And yeah, let's see what that looks like. Save it and run it.